The new year brings a very specific kind of clarity. You see the path forward, you see the person you want to become. And it is a beautiful vision. The motivation is real, and the energy that you have is very high. You sit down to channel that energy into action, you're ready to build. But right at the moment of execution, you encounter a sensation that you don't expect normally. It's a very sudden stillness, and it's a strange friction because it seems contradictory to feel stuck when you're so motivated, you're so inspired. And because the vision is so positive, you assume like the work should feel effortless. And when it feels difficult, you assume something has gone wrong, something is missing, there's a lack of something. And you question if the inspiration was real. You start questioning yourself. You mistake this hesitation for a loss of spark. But rather, this friction is not a loss of momentum, it is a sign of arrival. Anthropology offers a word for this specific territory, and it's called liminality. It comes from the Latin word for threshold, and in ancient rites of passage, this was the middle stage, space between who you were and who you are becoming. And it was known as a place of disorientation. It was a sacred zone where the old rules no longer applied to you. It was never meant to be comfortable. It was always meant to be very transformative for you, for your soul, for your journey. And when you sit down to do deep work, you're standing at the edge of this liminal space. You're attempting to leave the ordinary world behind. That feeling of anxiety that you feel, right before you start, it's not an enemy. It is a threshold guardian. In mythology, the hero always meets a figure at the gate, the gatekeeper, and the guardian stands there to test the hero's resolve. The resistance is simply asking like a question, a set of questions. It wants to know if you respect the journey enough to endure the discomfort. And it only appears before tasks that truly matter. Like for trivial tasks, it doesn't matter. And it never blocks the path to easy things. The presence of the guardian is not a sign to stop. It is proof that the destination is extremely valuable, it is extremely meaningful for you, and the results will be worth it. So when you see the resistance as a guardian, the dynamic changes, the fear becomes validation, and you realize the friction that you're encountering is proof that you're pointing in the right direction. And you do not wait for the feeling to leave, you acknowledge it, you step past it, and that is exactly when the gate opens. The struggle evaporates and you enter like this state of flow. I think you must have heard of this phrase a lot of times. So the self dissolves into the task. You're no longer trying and you're simply doing. You're in that state, you're in that zone, you know what is to be done, and you've successfully crossed the threshold, you have crossed that barrier. So as you move through this new season, don't look for a path that is free of obstacles and that is extremely easy. Like a path without guardian leads nowhere worth going. So welcome to the resistance, welcome the new year. And if you encounter any resistance, it is the signpost that you have been looking for. So nod at the guardian and begin.